Hey everybody, so I did end up getting my heat press and I got a really good deal on it. They're normally like $300, $295-ish. I paid $236 and some change. So I have a bunch of shirts I'm supposed to be doing for somebody that is not these. And I wanted to just try a few of these different sublimation HTVs to see what works the best. So I know these two look the exact same, but where is it? One is matte and one is glossy, and then you can see that this is for dark fabric. And then I've already printed the 3 images that I would like. I got these in a bundle for free on Design Bundles in their free section, and I just really liked the 3 of these. There's like 12 of them in the pack, so it was a little bit of a struggle trying to figure out which 3 I wanted of the 12, but I figured it out and I mirrored them, and then we're just gonna try each one. I have 3 shirts here. I'm gonna try each one with its own shirt. So these are all from the Dollar Tree, and I don't think their sizes are marked right because this was supposed to be a youth extra large, but that's pretty big. Like, that's probably about the size of like a woman's medium. So I thought for $1.25 I'll try that out. So that's one. I'll set that over here. And then I found a couple of tank tops. So this one doesn't have a brand on it. This other one I just showed you. This one's American Apparel. And this is just a nice little tank top. And I think I'm going to do the dark fabric for this one because it looks to be the darkest fabric. So there's that. And then this one is Anvil. And again, all 3 of these were from the Dollar Tree. So they were all $1.25 a piece. And yeah, see, this is a woman's medium, and that's almost the same size as that t-shirt. I don't know if it's supposed to be like one of those bigger styles or something like that, but whatever. So that's kind of like a bluish gray, but I don't know. I thought with the coloring of these, any of them would go with any of those 3 colors. So then I just have to decide which one is getting which vinyl and keep track of it so I don't forget. Obviously the clear one, or not the clear one, the glossy one will be easier to keep track of because it's falling out of the package. It's green. It's cut open. Okay, I didn't open this. I mean, I did open the box, but I didn't open the vinyl. Okay, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I went in, I just looked at this a little bit, and then I figured I'd keep the glossy one in the glossy box. And then it gives you all of these directions. It wants to curl up real bad. And then everything is in Celsius, so I went ahead and looked up the Fahrenheit conversions and wrote them on here, but seeing as there's such specific numbers, I might still use the Celsius. This one, obviously, that's not their press. That is. I don't have that one. But yeah, the other smaller matte one's the same way. If I can get it open without destroying the box. And this one is clear. I don't want to mix them up. Same exact sheet. I did the same thing so that I don't have to open up everything every single time. Maybe that's just the way they package them. Who knows? Whatever. They don't look used or anything, so I'm not really too concerned about it. And And then we have this guy, which this one's 20 feet because I have to make 21 shirts for somebody. So that was why I wanted to try this. Even though, you know what, that's not all dark fabric. Oh well, it'll be fine. Because I also did get, I had a feeling I would probably like the matte look better than the glossy. Just because most vinyl looks matte normally. So I figured I had gotten these two on a deal. I think they were like $7 a piece on Amazon a while back, and I just never got to trying them. And then I literally just got this today. And then this is a 20-foot roll. These I think are 5. And then I ordered another 20-foot roll of this too. So this has a little bit of different instructions because I think this is brand new to HTV Runt. They've been expanding a lot on their products and I've been really impressed. And this is not a sponsored video by any means. I just am trying out some of their stuff because they have a lot of different things. They have resin, they have all kinds of like sublimation stuff, they have gloves, they have a whole pack of stuff for sublimation tumblers that I got, which I'll be using sometime when I do tumblers again. But yeah, they have all kinds of vinyls and stuff. And I don't know, when I first started out with the Cricut, I had ordered a multi-pack of their vinyl and it worked pretty well, and I ended up ordering other stuff from them here and there, and I've just been slowly watching. Like, they have all kinds of sublimation blanks and stuff like that, so check them out, honestly. Like, shout out to them. So anyway, yeah, this one has a little bit of a different thing. It's kind of similar, but it looks like it's just updated. So again, I just circled that. Oddly enough, I didn't plan to use a blue marker pen. That's just what I happen to have right there. That's kind of funny that it like almost matches the ink on the paper. Yeah, this doesn't matter. I'm not actually going to cut these out because it's sublimation paper. I'm just going to like rip off the corners where the little corners are, I guess. Okay, so that's just whatever. So see, this one actually shows the press that I got, but I got the blue one, not the white one. I don't know how well you can see that with how small it is, but so what, this is white, and then you just sublimate on top of it. Okay. That I didn't realize. I thought this was clear. Because it said this was clear, right? I don't know. We'll find out. Well, actually. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty clear. And yeah, this was definitely matte. Yeah. I wish they had some other indication other than this sticker on the back, because it is such a tiny font. Like, I might write it on here. But, I mean, this is the only one of these I have, so I can kind of keep track of that. But, alright. I'm going to actually just go by these instructions because this is the press that I have. And they're all fairly similar. The only difference here is it says to preheat at a higher temperature for this one, but like I said, that's not their, I don't think that's their press, unless they have a different one that's like that I don't know about. But, alright, I need to cut out my vinyl here, so, and figure out what I'm using with what. I'm just gonna stick these back in the boxes for the moment. Alright, so this is the order. that they're going to be cut so that I can keep track of that. And then I guess I'll put the shirts in the order I want them as well. So I guess it really doesn't matter which design I put on which one, does it? So whatever, they're fine in this order. They're just backwards from the way I showed you. And actually, yeah, that works because I was kind of thinking I want this on the t-shirt. So let's do this one glossy. This one is going to be the dark, and this one matte. And if you watched my other sublimation video, you'll remember that I had found it was recommended to hair around your image instead of cut. But I think I am going to try one with cutting just to see how it turns out. So that's one. Try to keep them in order here. I'll try that with the dark one, and then I can kind of keep track of the fact that that's that. Ugh, I love these scissors. They're the Westcott Carbo Titanium. Got them at Walmart. I think it was 2 pairs in one pack. It came with this pair and then a smaller pair, and they're even all non-stick, which is kind of nice. Okay, so that's the cut one. And then yeah, we'll just tear this one too, whatever. I don't want to do more than one cut one in case it doesn't turn out the greatest. And I'm trying to be careful. There's all these little, like, I guess they're supposed to be like paint specks, flecks, whatever you want to call them. I'm trying not to tear those off. And that's, you'll see, my offsets are shaped a little weird because of them, but that's okay. But yeah, that's how I had to do this. So now, for whatever reason, Cricut Design Space did not care for these files. It loaded them super slow. Everything you move, you just change the size a tiny little bit, it would sit there and sit there and sit there. So it probably took me a few hours just to even get this all set up to do this. And then, of course, with the print and cut settings, I had to make sure they were the specific size and whatever, also so they would fit on my paper because, you know, it's only letter size paper. But yeah, so because of all of these little things, it like made a ton of ridges, and you'll see once they're cut, which I'm just gonna probably skip through. Keeping them in order, I'm gonna weed them. Hold on. Not gonna be very hard to weed. Oh well, there's a lot on here. Alright, so I'm just gonna weed them and we'll see what goes with what here. I don't think I'm even gonna really need this all that much, but what the heck, I have it, let's use it. Yeah, this really is just like white iron on. Maybe a little bit thicker. so you can see like all these little weird edges. And with how long it took it to come up with the offset, I wasn't about to play around with it too much. I was like, you know what, whatever. I did think about just doing like a circle or a square. And I was like, no, I would rather have it kind of go to the shape of the design, which now I'm wondering how much of this white is going to show, or is it going to turn clear? So that's going to go with that. Okay, so this one's going on the dark one. Yeah, I don't really need the magnets, but whatever. This has a little bit of a different texture to it. It doesn't feel... I'm trying to think of what that feels like. Doesn't quite feel like iron-on, even though it's weeding like it. Oh, did I cut that? It'll be alright. It's not that much, just a tiny little bit. It's either I cut it or I got too close to the thing. Alright, which one is this? I think this is... yeah. It's gotta be. Alright, so that goes with that. Which is the matte. And then this guy. Come on. I cannot think of what this feels like, but it definitely feels like. And this is the same way on the one side, but then on the other side it's like smoother, I guess. All right. So then I think this is the top, because it looks like that's where the ears would match up. It's well, no, it's not. I should figure it out so before I go and press these on the shirt the wrong direction. Okay, before I go and put this on my tripod, I just want to kind of show you what I've got. Well, not so much the junk on the floor, but remember how I had these in the corner here? Well, I'm trying to use what's in them out. That doesn't make sense. I'm trying to use what's in them and get them out of the room because I wanted this table. This I had found on the side of the road when I used to deliver for Amazon, and I've beaten it up a little bit in the process of bringing it home because I had no way to secure it, but it's a really decent table that would probably have gone for over $100 brand new, and really the only thing wrong with it is the one leg is a little bowed, and underneath here you can kind of see it a little bit. It's like stained a greenish yellow color, which, hello, paint it. But whatever. I got it for free. I'm not complaining. So I have this little drawer here, which this actually fits inside of, and I'm going to put it back in there for now. Maybe. There we go. I always make sure I lock it so I don't cut myself when I pull it out of the drawer. But that just goes in there, which is easier with 2 hands than 1. And then I got this little dude at Hobby Lobby, which is basically the same thing as the We Are Memory Keepers, but it was way less. I don't think it even has a brand on it, but it's a nice little thing to have for making cards. And along with this, I got from Hobby Lobby as well. It came with this punch, which I don't think I've even ever used punches, but whatever. This is just a mini little scoring board. And it even has sizes on the back, which I thought was pretty cool. And then how to make an envelope. I think it was like $8, and I think this was maybe 15. I don't remember exactly, but couldn't beat the prices, and they fit in the drawer too. So all of that just goes in there. And then we have this lovely thing, which I haven't figured out what to do with this yet. Maybe for now I'll just stick it in the drawer. But I might need it. And then I've got my manual here, which I should probably just stick that in there too. So here she is. I'm not sure if that power light is supposed to always flash like that, but I will look into that. I haven't even used this thing yet. So I am just gonna go ahead and get everything set up, and then I will press the shirts. Okay, I think I have everything I need. So I am just gonna take this and go ahead and then roll it a bit. Alright. I'm not trying to break open a tape dispenser. Have you ever done that before? It makes a mess. Some of them are actually full of like little rocks and stuff. I thought it was just sand. But yeah, I dropped one at work and it shattered. And there's a lot of stuff in these little things, believe it or not. And if you're wondering why this is all taped, the whole thing, when you pull your tape out, I don't know, maybe it's because I put the heat tape in it, but when you pull your tape out, the whole thing lifts up and then it like doesn't have enough momentum to pull it. I hope I'm not too close to the camera here. I might be. I'm sorry if I am. Alright. So we're going to turn this on. Let's go with 220. If I press and hold it. Aha! That's how you do Celsius. Alright. So then we want 150 will do. Alright, and then the time says 5 to 10 seconds. So we'll do 10. So we'll do that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually preheat all of them, because I have to put the temperature back up. Or not back up, but up for, whatever. I'm right here. I don't think it's going to catch on fire that quick. Alright. What a pain in my butt. Alright. I need to clean up bad. So, excuse my mess. I mean, these have been in a container for months. I don't really think they're that bad. But better safe than sorry. I'm not really worried about doing the whole shirt just because the design doesn't cover the whole shirt. Sorry, I can't think anymore. I was glutened earlier today, and I have been in a bit of a fog, and I was in the bathroom quite a bit earlier too, but I'm feeling better now. For now, anyway. It's gonna go to 150. We're at 123. I've never used Celsius before, but I mean, it tells you what to do, so I'm not that concerned. Oh, I should have showed you the pegboard I did up here. I'll show you after, because this was kind of hard to set up. And I probably should have backed it up a little bit more, but I just wanted to make sure you could kind of see what I'm doing here. 141, we're getting there, we're getting there. So I'm guessing I just pull this out. And just lay this on here. Yeah, this is not ideal here. I knew I should have moved this stuff. Okay. That works better. I can fit here now. So really, we just... I'm gonna burn myself if I stick my hands in here, because that's kind of what I'm worried about. I could do it backwards. Ow. Yeah, this may not be the best spot for my press to be set up. Excuse my struggle. Whatever, just to... Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. Look at that. So I'm gonna kind of use my judgment and eyeball it. And this is the way we want it. I'm gonna just try to center it the best that I can. It's actually pretty sticky. That looks pretty good to me, I think. And it's not like a... Just want to make sure there's not like wrinkles or anything. Should be alright. Alright, so now we preheated it. Glossy side up. Apply heavy pressure for 10 seconds. Alright, so 10 seconds again. And then cold peel the clear film. Alright, so we're going to do this step for all of them and then turn it up. Alright, if I catch my watch on the window frame again, I swear. Any watch wearers? Do you catch your watch on stuff all the time? I have a specific, it's a Columbia sweater. And every time I try to put my sleeve in it, my end of my watch gets caught and it won't let me put it on. I broke a piece of my nail off. Oh wow, it turned clear. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay. You see that? Turned totally clear. Oh, I was thinking that was the white one. But still, it's not green, it's clear. So it's at cold peel, so I'm going to leave that to sit there. Let's set that with that. I'm just trying to keep the image with it so I don't mix them up. And then this one's the dark one. Keep that with that. And then undo this. I don't know why I rather don't do it because it's gonna... There. I hope this shirt's not going to be too tight on me. Since going gluten-free, I've gained quite a bit of weight. And I don't remember when I bought this shirt. I'm trying to wear looser fitting stuff. I mean, obviously what I'm wearing right now isn't the loosest fitting. But my friend bought it for me, and I really like the wolf on the front of it, if you can see that. I love wolves and owls. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna love these shirts, and I'm gonna be so sad when it gets cool and I can't wear tank tops anymore. Alright, now what I'm wondering is this gonna turn clear? Probably not. It's probably just white iron-on with some other stuff in it that's supposed to help with the sublimation. I'm really liking this thing. This has been worth the money already. Let's get this ready while I'm waiting. Or not. 10 seconds isn't a very long time. Okay. It's all bubbly. You can see all the bubbles. I know it's upside down, but you kind of get the point. Hang this over the edge of the garbage. Or it's gonna fall into the garbage. Never mind. We'll hang it over the back of the chair. Okay, it said cold peel, so like I said, I'm just gonna do all three. This. We'll just put it to the side. I don't want it to get warm. Yeah. Right. Definitely. Okay. I broke the edge right off, and I could tell because it feels scratchy. Hello? Okay. So this one's the matte one, that's the glossy one. Okay. And then, where did it need to go to? 190. Okay. And then for 40 to 50, we'll go a little shorter. Can I press and hold it? To the thing? Yes. Okay. It almost reminds me of my computer, my desktop computer, with how loud it is. So, cold peel. This is really hard to see. Oh, that's interesting. want to come off. Just trying to be careful and watch everything here too. Whew, I'm getting warm next to this thing. Alright, so I'm just going to toss this because I shouldn't need... Well, no, I need butcher paper or cardstock or something to go over the top. That's going to be the fun part, trying to match it up. Not really sure how I go about that. Almost wonder if it would be better off as a... Okay, we're preheated. I don't know how to do this. Trying to think. Flashlight, maybe? Okay, so my idea here is... Yeah, it doesn't work. Damn it. I was thinking it would shine through. Unless... No, not really. Was there like a cutout? There is. Sorry. Totally just tripped myself. Ugh. Ow. Alright, so this is this way, yes? Alright, so if I that kind of helps, sort of. I need to like hold it up to the light. This doesn't help anything though because it's still on this. Alright, tape it. See? Actually, I didn't think about that. I could go this way. All right, we'll see. Guess what I didn't put on it? Crap. Oh, it doesn't say to put anything on it on this. We'll see what happens. Does it say? Warm peel. Okay. Alright, so I don't want to take it off, but I want to see. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna go like the 10 more seconds, I think. Well, back down to gonna do the 50 seconds, I think, just to be sure. Because the hotter it is, the better it usually makes the color more vibrant, I guess. I'm in such a fog. I'm so sorry. I'm not even making sense to myself right now. Alright, so warm peel. Yeah, see, you can see it more through. Maybe, I don't know if you can even see the table layer. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm just trying to figure stuff out here. Alright, we want 50 seconds. Before I get this going, I should probably... Okay, yeah, that's definitely warm. Come on, let go. Ooh. Look how much of that it took. And then we have that. I'm gonna set this aside and let it finish cooling. That's cool. It's not super vibrant, but I mean, you can see it. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna favor the glossy. I think I'm gonna favor the matte. And this one's gonna be a little easier to line up with, I think, because for one, it's not clear. And that seemed to be okay with just sublimation paper, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like that again. So just for real this time. Okay. Cold peel. This is the one that is more like regular HTV. Okay, so all those bubbles was actually just the transfer sheet. It's not actually on here. Oh, that's... It feels like a plastic tablecloth. That's what I was trying to think of. That is exactly what that feels like. So we have the tip of veneer here and the tip of veneer here. All these things have to... Well, I can kind of tell. Alright, I think that'll work. Come on. Alright, because I cut so much off here, I am going to do this. I'm going with the sideways method again, because that seemed to work. I'll put that back on when it's up there. Make sure everything's all smooth first, and then excuse me. So as I take this off, this actually has a little bit of a frosted look to it. And yes, that is exactly what it feels like. It feels like a plastic tablecloth. hot. We'll let it cool a little. One thing I do like about putting it on another surface, if you heard that, excuse me, my throat just made a very strange noise. Oh my god, it's my tabletop. That's okay, because I didn't pay for it. Alright. Oh. Oh, I really like that. Wow. Look how vibrant that is. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And I have to say, I lined that up pretty well, I think, for not being able to see it. Okay, I like that. That one might be my favorite of the three. We'll see how this last one turns out. Tip of the wing, tip of the wing. That is honestly the way to do it, is just find your edges and try to figure out where they're supposed to meet. Yeah, I think that's about it. I am glad I did the offset and not just a cut file of the same thing, because it's better that it's a little bit bigger because it gives you some wiggle room. So if you're not exactly lined up, it's not the end of the world. And it looks like this whole one is covered, but I'm still gonna put this over it. Piece of paper. I love the smell of a hot new machine. We're just gonna shut that down. I guess it just stays flashing when it's off. I'm not sure what the point of it is, but whatever. See. Oh, this one's a little sticky. Oh. Alright. Well, you can see it. It's just kind of dark. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything back over to the other spot and show you up closer how they all turned out. Okay, this was the glossy one, the one that was green, and you can see it's got, you know, a reflectiveness to it. The colors came out really well, but I think because it was such a dark shirt, it's not the best showing. And I kind of am thinking next time around I might just do like a big circle or a big square for something that's cut out like this, just because, you know, you can see all of these lines, but it looks, I don't know, to me that seems a little awkward, right? But overall I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, I really like the design. I love how colorful it is. it still has the color, even though it's on such a dark shirt. And who knows, maybe like out in the sun or something, it might look a little better than just being in this room, which is as bright as I can get it, but you know, it's still a darker room. So we'll fold that one up and set it aside. Just trying not to fold up the design. Okay, this one was Sublimation HTV for dark fabric. And it does have a little line here from the press, but I'm hoping that it will come out. I love how vibrant this turned out. And I feel like it doesn't need this many little things, but that was Cricut Design Space that did that. I feel like it could have been tilted a little bit more, but other than that, I think it turned out pretty good. And it feels very well adhered. And I just really love how much it pops against the black. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be the vinyl that I use for the shirts that I have to make for somebody. Especially because her logo has a white edge around the outside. I think that would work well. So I cannot have that in the design, and just use the offset for that. And here's the last one. This was the matte. And this one definitely doesn't seem as vibrant. The clear HTV kind of seems like it picked up the color of the shirt to me. I mean, if you open this up, this is not that dark. So I don't think it absorbed the color, but it took on the color because it's on it, maybe. Something with the heat might have reacted. I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe. I don't know. Alright, so this one overall seems like it came out pretty dark. You can see it still has all the coloring. I think of all of them, this one has probably the better edging to match the design. But you can't really see all the outer like little flecks, like you can hear, but all the other ones, they just kind of blend in. Yeah, of the three, I would say that last one, the one before this with the white, was probably my favorite. I'll definitely still wear them all because these are really comfy feeling shirts. And I love owls. And also, if you would like to, I can't promise that they will stay there forever, but I will link the owls in the box below, in the description. I will link the owls in the description below. And if you're going to do any of these three on a darker fabric, definitely go for that one. I hope I was able to provide you with some inspiration today. Please leave a like or comment if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe and check out my channel for more of the crafts I've made, and I'll see you in the next one.